Wait, hold the phone. Could we be on the brink of potentially having a third player in the CPU space outside of AMD and Intel finally? Who knows? Snapdragon by Qualcomm has something to say about it. Let's get into this. Hey everyone, it's Biolog back again with some more tech news, some more underdog technology, people. And today we're going to talk about Qualcomm. If you've heard the name before, then you probably know they're well known for mobile CPUs and technology and hardware, especially in some of more of the recent cell phones like Samsung, some others. Now it looks or appears that they're actually planning to release a new competitor in the CPU space. Oh, I wish it was desktop CPU space. Unfortunately, I don't think it got there yet, but it's in the mobile CPU space. You all may be familiar with the Steam OS and how they have the Steam Deck that you play, the handheld you play games. I think MSI created something called the Claw, and everyone's trying to get a piece of the mobile gaming department or technology area. And I think latest soon to join is someone called Ayanio, and I think Lenovo is releasing a new, if I haven't done it yet, a new Legion handheld with more newer modern hardware for handheld gaming. I don't know why Nintendo Switch or Nintendo can't catch a clue and start using proper hardware. Supposedly, their new one coming out this year is supposed to have just the PlayStation 3 technology. So they're still behind the eighth ball. So I don't know why they didn't decide to expand on their modernized technology and try to join the club with more high-end specs, but that's for a topic for another day. Now, Qualcomm, as you may know, they've been around buzzing here and there the last couple of years. Some people saying rumors that are creating a desktop space CPU. Others say they were going for a mobile one, which is what this was about. And they recently released, or about to release, if they haven't already, something called the Qualcomm Gen 3. Qualcomm Snapdragon 3 Gen 3. So it's their newest generation of the Qualcomm Snapdragon CPU. And I believe it's using something called the Adreno GPU that's supposed to support ray tracing and some other stuff. And they're planning to compete against other handhelds. It's funny that they mentioned the Steam Deck, but the ones they mentioned are like something called the One X Player, something called Retroid, which is not kind of a handheld mobile gaming space. And there's one other one I can't quite remember. But they're competing against three main competitors. I'm sure eventually they'll get to the level of trying to compete with Steam, the Steam Deck, if they haven't already. But they're releasing something called the Snapdragon 3 Gen 3. And it's supposed to have all the newest hardware as far as Bluetooth, ray tracing support, as far as the GPU that's built in. And they're going to release a handheld within that contains the G3 chip called I think it was the Ayaneo, I believe it's called Ayaneo. Ayaneo handheld is a kind of like a off-brand or coming up in the right brand of gaming handhelds. And they're releasing it with that. And then eventually they're trying to expand on it. If this Gen 3 one gets good reception, they say they have an eye set on actually going after, hopefully, the Steam Deck. And they said other mobile gaming manufacturers. They didn't say specific names, but hopefully they got to really beat Steam Deck, only have that in their mind or in their future sight. Because if they can compete with Steam Deck, then Steam gonna have to put up even more of a fight than it ever has to, because everyone already loves the Steam Deck, especially the newest iteration, as far as the technology and performance. It's literally a walk-in gaming thing, a walk-in PC gaming content, a little device, and you don't have to go and sit behind a desk. So it was really, really useful. And a lot of people love the Steam Deck. The first one kind of was a rough start, but the newest one, I believe, got good reception for when they revamped and reimagined all the hardware and technology they used, better battery life, all the other good jazz. Now, apparently, Qualcomm is aiming at all these things that these competitors that already were in the market have on it, as far as battery life, newest technology for like Bluetooth 5.6 or whatever, 5.3, and just trying to hit all the check boxes, as so to speak, try to compete in the space. So when they do release it, they don't get like left in the dust, because they're already behind the times, because a crap ton of other mobile GPUs and CPU handheld gaming chips or gaming devices already came out. I think Samsung has one making in the works. I can't remember the exact name, but that was just a rumor. But y'all let me know if y'all are mobile gaming people. Do y'all prefer phone? Do y'all like phone games, or do you like the old school back in the day PSP by Sony? Do you support the Nintendo Switch Lite? Let me know what y'all think as far as the handhelds, or if y'all support handhelds down below, and which ones y'all use. And if you're also excited for what Qualcomm has to offer, and hoping that they also get to the desktop space eventually to compete with AMD and Intel. Until then, this is by Lock Tech signing out.